World. Oh, premium positioning. Give me a moment, please. All right. Positioning. Get this right, guys. Positioning. This is like policy. And that's why I've got it there, because this is, write these down, policies and features. These are policies and features. Positioning, please understand this, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to lower it down a little bit so you can really get it. Positioning refers to a place that a brand occupies in the mind of the customers. That's your brand positioning. It's nothing like that deep that you can't wrap your head around it. It is really simple. Your positioning refers to the place that a brand occupies in the mind of the customers and how it is distinguished, how you are distinguished from the products of the competitors and different from the concept of brand awareness. So when it comes to brands, think of your number one influencer. What position do they hold in your head? When you think of them, what do you think of? That's what your brand should do. You're trying to become synonymous with what you do. When someone thinks of coaching, I want them to think of Shaan Rais. Period. You don't come in this game to be number two. Don't come in here to be number two, because if you come in here trying to be number two, you're going to be number 25 and broke. So you better come in here to be number one, right? I came in here to change the face of leadership, because when I thought of leadership, a face like mine didn't come to mind. I said, there's a gap. I said, uh-oh, there's a gap. I said, oh, I could get in right there because there's nobody that looks like us in there. I said, I got him. People was like, what are you doing trying to do leadership? I said, don't worry about it. I got this. You're not deep like that. Let me go. Let me do what I do. I saw a gap. I saw an opening, and I said, nah, I'm not scared. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. I see open flanks. That's what I see. I see no guards at the gate. I'm getting in. This is how I'm going to do it. And I want you to think of your niche and think of your people and think of what you can do and think of how you can do it and say, oh, because there's gaps. There's gaps that exist in every market. All you got to do is fit and get about getting. And please, come with one of these and they'll let you in the door. Come with one of these and they will open the door for you. This lowers the barrier to entry. Take it or leave it alone. In order to position products or brands, companies may emphasize the distinguishing features of their brand. What it is, what it does, and how. Remember the who, where, when, why, what we just went over with the 5W framework? The distinguishing features. Or they may try to create a subtle image, inexpensive or premium, utilitarian or luxurious, entry level or high end through the marketing mix. So when you hear me say certain things like crickets to digits, when you hear me say certain things like a blueprint to $1 million, when you hear me say certain things like put a zero behind it, when you hear me say certain things like luxury brand, that's all pre-framing. I'm just being genuine. That's pre-framing. I'm letting you know what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I'm letting everyone on the call and everyone who hears the call later know that my prices are not low. My prices are not bargain basement. I'd rather give it away than charge $5 for it. I'm not that person. So think about the way you position yourself. And listen to this. Once a brand has achieved a strong position, it can become difficult to reposition it. So don't come until you come correct. And if you come in correct right now and nobody knows you, take this opportunity to shift while nobody knows you. but shift hard. Don't play with it. Like right now, if you're not known, and when I say you're not known, if you're not being followed by 500,000 people, you're not known. Like you're really not known. The 5,000 people that might follow you on YouTube, that's not even a zip code. That's like a housing, one building. Like that's not a lot of people. So I want you to understand who's in the world and where you occupy space. Because right now, if your business hasn't grossed $500,000, you're good. You can shift now. You can change your brand now completely and no one will know. They'll thank you for it later. You have the opportunity. Once you have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers, and once you're in like above $5 million in your equity, then when you shift, people are going to be like, what is he doing? Hold on. What are they doing? They changed the brand colors. Oh, Shaan wearing a blue tie now. You understand? There's things you can't do once you set it in the psyche of the mind, because the brand is a position in the mind of the customer.